I think back to other wars we've covered that have been dangerous, and I think back perhaps to 1992 to 1995 in Bosnia, and the journalists there were able to get into Sarajevo, a city under siege. The besieging forces wouldn't allow journalists easy access to get in. They controlled the access, but they still allowed journalists to get through the front lines. It wasn't an easy process, but and that was a situation fraught with danger, perhaps not the same dangers that exist in Gaza. The hotel there, for example, that journalists stayed in was literally on the front line, and I remember waking up one morning with mortar rounds being fired out from near the hotel, return tank fire towards the hotel, machine gun fire from the tanks firing literally into the inside of the hotel through the holes that have been pounded. And it was a very, very difficult conflict to cover. It was a very difficult conflict, if you will, from a journalist perspective, to get the world to care about. But Gaza is absolutely beyond that, in the realm that we can't get there, that we're not permitted either from crossing from Egypt or crossing from Israel, and that's a frustration, because to be there, you feel that you can tell the story and bring the voices from the story. And those voices are not extinguished because local journalists do have access. But it's a restriction that I think limits the world's understanding and scale of what is happening.